Hello all, welcome to the Web Application Pen Testing course at Pentester Academy. Now in this video, we will look at XSS via event handler attributes. So to begin with, what are event handlers? Now if you visited most modern websites, you would find interesting little effects, like when you hover your mouse you get a tooltip. When you click on a link, it probably asks you for a confirmation before moving you forward, and other fun stuff. Now, most of this is done using event handlers, which really rely on JavaScript. Now, some of these event handlers require user interaction. So, for example, the on mouse over or the on click, while some do not require user interaction, such as on load, which pretty much triggers once the page is successfully loaded, or on error, which typically gets triggered if there is a specific error. Now, how event handlers work, in case you're interested from a JavaScript perspective, and maybe how to write them, etc., is present in this link. It's more of JavaScript than XSS, so I leave it as an exercise to you. I'm also planning for a JavaScript for pen testers course here on Pentester Academy in the next month or so. So stay tuned in case you want to learn JavaScript or brush it up to make your XSS more potent. So how can we leverage event handlers to do a cross-site scripting attack? So I'm going to take up an old example where I talked about using filters for HTML injection and how it makes our life difficult. So let me go to the example, and if you remember, this is the secure version. So what that means is, if I go ahead and put vivek@abc.com, close the quote, open my little script tag, do an alert, let's say 1, close my script tag, and basically comment everything else. After that, you would pretty much notice, if you go back in there, that our script tag, the less than sign, the greater than sign, all of that has been encoded, and hence there is nothing much we can do at this point, right? Now this is where event handlers come in and are very, very handy. So what we can really do is, after the quote, go ahead and add an event handler, as an example for on mouse over, and make it execute our JavaScript. So this is how we are going to do it. So first of all, I'm going to close the previous quote and then add an event handler on mouse over equals, so let's say alert XSS, and then close the final quote. Click sign up. And as soon as we do an on mouse over, you notice that it triggers, right? If you look at the JavaScript, if you look at the HTML source, you would actually see that we've beautifully gone ahead and added an event handler called on mouse over, which means anytime the mouse is over this specific element, execute this code. And this code just prints XSS using an alert box. So event handlers and leveraging them to go ahead and do XSS attacks is very, very common. Also, a lot of times it's much more easier to use them to evade filters like the CGI.escape, which we are using in this secure version of the HTML injection example. Now, if you're wondering what CGI escape and all of that is, look at the solution video for challenge 16, and where we discuss how filters can be used to mitigate HTML. Anyway, so hopefully this was a fun exercise. We will put up a ton of examples as far as challenges are concerned for XSS. So stay tuned, try all those challenges, and you'll see that a lot of interesting variations are available of these attacks. So that's all I had in mind for this video. If you're enjoying your time here at Pentester Academy, we would really appreciate if you can recommend us to your friends and colleagues in the InfoSec community. Thank you and have a great day ahead.